What's it gonna be? You're gonna come back home, Lord, and stay with me. Oh, have I got to get myself another woman? You know, I can't spend one more night. Ooh, sleeping in this lonely bed. You know, I can't spend one more night. Sleeping in this lonely bed. You know it's a shame when a woman spends all her time alone. When I am perfectly willing to give her everything she needs. I don't care about her past. I don't care what she's been through. I just wanna feel one night with good love, baby. That's all I wanna do. So baby, If you got that feeling, I want to give you that midnight healing. You know what I'm talking about. Just turn the lights down low. Come right on over here to me. I know you don't want no commitments, baby. I just wanna set your body free. And I don't care what's going on in the night outside my door. I just wanna get your head right, baby. Give you all the love I got for sure. So, baby, if you've got that feeling, you know I wanna give you that midnight healing. Oh, I just wanna make love to you all night long. Midnight healing, baby. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Good morning, guys. Let me know if you can hear me without the music on. Just double check and make sure. Mr. J. Rob, buenos dias, senor. Um, all right. Shall we, gentlemen, get started? If we have any gentlewomen, it is a nice rainy day here in Dallas, Texas this morning. Should I do a weather report every morning? Uh, I'll have to take a picture for you guys, but I could actually. One of the cool things about Texas is that it's flat like that. I don't know if you guys seen that meme that's going around kind of lately. It says, I don't know how some of y'all can live in a flat state. You get on a step stool and see the whole thing. That's how it is here. So I'm on the 23rd floor, and I could see the airport from right here, not the DFW airport, but the smaller one. And then so I see the planes going in and out all the time, and then I could see. Um, Honestly, this view isn't as nice as like the one that I had like in Albuquerque, but it is still nice nonetheless. But and like one of my favorite things is trading when it's raining like this with a little bit of blues music, just some good vibes. It's uh it's nice. Georgia looking nice today, 78 sunny. Oh, you guys in the south have it nice this week. Everywhere else is either snowing or raining today, I think. All right, guys, let's get started. My name is Cruz. I am the founder and head trader of NewAgeWallStreet.com. I'm primarily known for going from homeless to over seven figures in 18 months. We trade primarily options. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna go ahead and jump into a little bit of game planning and stuff right now. I don't have any type of housekeeping for New Age Wall Street stuff. One thing that I do want to let you guys know is that I promised I would go ahead and stream every day until the end of the month, and we have about So as far as training days, 1, 2, 3, 4 more days. So after that, I'm going to go back to catering towards our community a little bit. And if you aren't a member, hopefully you consider being a member and coming and joining with us, um, so you can continue learning with us and hold each other accountable, work as a team. Um, the other thing is that if someone is interested in just writing tweets off of like the nuggets that I say during our stream like this, let me know. So then, and I'll give you access to like the tweet deck. So then you could tweet out on the New Age Wall Street thing. It would help me out a lot. So I think that's it for that. So let's jump in. I watched futures pretty much all night last night here, guys. We rotated back up. This 4015 is going to be, excuse me, I'm pointing on the spy. 4015 here on the ES is going to be the main area where we need to get over as far as today. 4015 to 4020 is the resistance. As far as the overall bias, I'm more bearishly biased than bullish. It would be very, very nice if we could get up to 4050, retest the breakout, and then continue going down. That would be 40350 or so right up here. I don't know if we have enough gas in the tank to make it all the way up here. We also have FOMC minutes that get released at 2 p.m. market time today. So one of the scenarios that we have today is that we're just pinned to this 400 area until about 2 p.m. until we get the move that we're looking at today. Um, so with that being the other one is that I would like a pop up. So I'll pop up towards this well measuring here on the ES the 4015 4020. So pretty much right here 476 401. You're gonna pop up there and see if we fade further down. The thing is that unless it kind of depends on the FOMC minutes on how bearish or how bullish they are taken as far as expanding our range. So the thing is with our open interest, the way that it's set up right now, we have support here at the 400, and then at 398 we get thick here until 395. So if the FOMC minutes are taken more hawkishly or more bearish, then we will. I believe we will start rotating down, and we may see that we get to 390 by the end of the week. So today's Wednesday. Yeah, we may. It may happen. Um, to the upside, our resistance is this 402, and then we remain pretty thick up here and moving upside. So I don't believe we're going to get too much, like I said, to the upside. So 403.50 would be nice to test the breakout. That would be like if we get a little kind of more squeeze action, but I don't believe so. A little pop up and then come down would be nice. So today's going to be one of those days in the morning you don't take a trade. Cool. Like I took 3 trades yesterday, all little stop outs. I'm not too upset about it. And if I have to wait in order for the for us to get presented a better um, for us to get a better opportunity, then we'll go ahead and do that. So, but right now the market's trying to figure out its life right here. It's trying to figure if we're going to go ahead and pivot and bounce, or we're going to go ahead and continue going further down. And so if you look at our put levels, so I put oh dude, I don't think I did. Right here. 405. I didn't update it. Oh man, I'm slacking over here, guys. 1 second, all right. So 405 bias. Yeah. Oh, it's actually reading as our put wall at 400, but I thought it was 390. All right. Then um Oh, so if you're new to the stream, so what I was saying here, I publish this little landing page here every day. Well, give me a second, I can show you. So if you want to go check it out, right here, I put it on my Twitter. So you go to New Age Wall Street, just ST for Street for Twitter. Give you my little game plan right here, and then your levels here for the SPY and the Qs for the day to go ahead and look at. All right. Um, so that's that. Um, all right. Is there any other questions or anything as far as um, our game plan or what we're going on today? So just to reiterate what I said is a little pop up here, probably at the open, pretty much exact same game plan as yesterday, and then kind of gauge what's going on there. The thing is we don't have the meat on the bones to the downside is not there until probably the end of the day, and then we get unlocked from this 400, and we're able to move a little bit more freely. Then we're looking at 39.50 here on the ES. So what we're looking at on the bigger scale is that we pretty much come down and fill down to this area right here. So this little gapish area right here. So I could put a little around right there. So that's what we're looking at to fill. If we come like this, so that. Oh, it is raining outside. It is coming down. I am hungry, dude. Pretty good. Everyone on board with the plan here? I get some acknowledgement in the chat. Awesome. Thank you guys. How many guys you guys like menudo? Also, for you guys too, there's gonna be the small cap guys are going to be streaming too from the New Age Wall Street channel. There'll be separate streams. I think that they're gonna be coming and hanging out, talking and chopping it up with us every so often as well. Oh, dude, did I post something that was wrong? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about that Palo Alto, what is it, network, whatever. I don't know what this is. PANW 166 to one. Dude, that's pretty good. I'm still looking at this ARBE. This one stayed up and held really nicely yesterday. I pretty much marked out where it needs to get over the 760-ish area or whatever. But if it doesn't break this neckline, right? So, and I'll go ahead and put a little um, thing here, create alert, at or below, and then I'll put another one at 6 right here, at or below, at or above. Right here. So if it's able to stay up, maybe it continues going. They had some more news this morning, so I'm keeping an eye on that. And then nothing much other than that here, guys. Microsoft got some news yesterday as far as them teaming up with NVIDIA. They're also trying to team up with Sony, but no word on that stuff yet. There was news. Analyst upgrades on Shopify this morning, which is pretty cool for my long-term portfolio. So, um, yeah. So pretty much, I think we're looking for the cues to kind of guide us here to the upside today, guys. To be 100% honest. If the keys could kind of and these Nasdaq tickers be a little bit stronger, then I'll see us move. But Darth Trader, what's up? Good morning, brother. Good morning, everyone. J Rob, Sam. Um, say hi in the chat so I could tell you good morning. Or if you're just upset and having a bad day. I want some pancakes. Dude, what are German pancakes? Is it like where you put coconut in it, like a German chocolate German chocolate cake? Oh, it's baked instead of like fried in a pan. So they're not. We're they're more like casserole dish cakes instead of pancakes. Or Netflix is gonna fall a little bit more, bro. Net 326 area. We could take a look at Netflix here. I think we talked about this. I had some alerts for this the other day. We had talked about this. Yeah, we did. So this neckline right here, we said this gap fill, right? So I do like that idea, dude. This is a really good one to look at here. So any type of little pop on this today would be nice to get for the continuation. Meta was another one. So the same thing. So kind of like in this pennant, whatever. So if we break, and I'll set a little alert here, right there. And so basically we're looking for this gap filled down to the downside here, like this. Eggs, flour, milk. Oh, I imagine it gives it a more, like, fluffier consistency then? Mm, okay. Alright, we got 2:30 to the bell. Let's, have a great session here today, guys. Make sure you're using your stop losses, mitigating your risk, taking profit at your relevant levels. I'm gonna check this here real quick. Ooh, big down candle here on, NVIDIA. So we just straight up fell from 208.20 to 206.80. What the hell? Is there news on NVIDIA right now? Oh, NVIDIA has earnings today, but I don't believe that. Yeah, they're reporting this evening. So, but yeah, that was a straight up $2 candle here to the downside. So Microsoft pushing up to start the day here, guys. If below 209.20, yeah, we'll see here at the open. Coin. Can't believe Coin lost, or is it Coin? Yeah, Coin lost $2 billion last year. Maras, Union Pacific. All right, here we go, guys. All right. So Apple, little push up here right at the open and reject, and then Nvidia is still selling. So from 208, it's already at 205, which is nuts, bro. Microsoft as well, selling here a little bit. Coin is actually really nice push. Upside shop is going up too. Let's change this here. Move this over here. Tesla is in purple candles to the upside, trying to break the 200. All right, here's our ES. So, like we said, 4015 right here is where we're trying to break above, which is pretty much 400 here on the SPY. Um, so I want to see the reaction between this 415, 4015, excuse me, and around 4020 area. Oh, dude, and Nvidia just reclaimed that whole freaking sell, dude, from 205.75, and it's back up at 208. What a crazy bounce. All right, there's our little push. I really hope we get a little bit more than this 400. If we can't break 400 here at this opening, guys, then we are bearish as heck. Like, you need to go, uh, we need to sell everything that we have and buy some puts. Sorry, I don't mean to induce any FOMO or anything in here, but we should at least give a little bit of pop over this 400. Microsoft is in purple candles here, guys, trying to make a move upside. And all right, still just waiting here. 260 calls, very nice, dude. For what expiration? That's a little bit far out there. Dude, am I gonna? I can't believe that, dude. I may have to restart my Thinkorswim here for you guys in a little bit because you can see it's like glitching here. All right, so Tesla dropped down and is now reclaiming upside. The same thing with Apple. It touched the PDC and is now trying to pop back up here. Does anyone have an eye on Google or Amazon? Excuse me. 224, so Friday. Oh, very nice. So you've had them for a little bit then? You didn't just buy them? So the levels to the downside here on the ES, what we're looking at is the 4008. So around right here, this 4008 area, and then the other one is so about 40. Uh, there's a few of them. So there's 4005, and then about 4002, then 4050. So we have some pretty good support here in this area. You can see all night it was pretty supported, but we just the Bulls are took the week off. It looks like here they're like, oh, short week. We'll let the Bears have a crack at it. Ooh, Apple just slid off pretty hard here, guys. This action is pretty volatile. Like I said, if this action I believe is going to be a lot like yesterday, and with those meeting minutes here today, I don't believe we get anything meaningful this morning. So if you want to save your bullets for this afternoon, I definitely recommend it. Our Nvidia is leading upside right here. We got purple candles on the SPY on the 3 minute. So let's see now if it'll give us a little push here. Oh, we're even getting purple candles on this 30 minute on the ES. The VIX is headed down here just a bit. So, and the SPX, and I didn't realize this earlier, the SPX pretty much came down and held 4,000, and it's now pushing up. So let's see if we have enough oomph to get over this 400 now. Check our economic calendar here real quick and make sure that there's not any other surprises here this morning. I don't see anything. Yeah, we have, yeah, just the meeting minutes here at the 2 o'clock market time. So, oh, now we got purple on the 5 minutes. If you guys buy the purple candle script, I do sell the purple candle script for you guys on TradingView or Thinkorswim. They come with a lovely little GTFI label that tells you to get in. And I'm not gonna take this because the context stance of where we're at, so the supply that we have. If it winds up freaking running and going crazy, like great, let it do its thing, whatever. But we have way too much supply to the upside. Oh, dude, there goes Nvidia. So we have too much supply to the upside, I believe, to get go. Like I said, to the upside, if we get to 402, that would be freaking awesome. So that would be a gift to be able to short into, and then just if we get 402 or so, just from 402 to 401, I would take that trade on the SPX and just kind of put it in the get a W in the win column pretty much for the day. Let's see if we keep on going. So we're not above this 4015. This is our for this 4015 is where we need to get above. Apple's still selling pretty strong here. The VIX just broke 23 to the downside, so kind of back testing. This will be a little telling to see if we move up. Steady pressure on this 4015 here. Well, let's see. Are we gonna get a big old candle? Well, I don't think so, man. Let's see. Some pretty good volume right here. This is pretty good volume. Like I said, a lot of supply right here that we're trying to take out, but this demand is coming in pretty nicely. See if we could break here. There it goes. All right, so Tesla purple candles starting to show in, and this Nvidia is nuts, dude. Wish I would have took that little dip here, but that downward move was crazy. Little fake out, little head fake. All right, so the VIX continues to move below the 23 here, guys. There goes Tesla here. Nice big up candle, guys. And then here comes Apple now pushing upside. It is at the balance zone and the VWAP. Our heat map is pretty nice right now. So healthcare a little bit more red. Um, some financials. That's it. Apple here trying to stay green. What what software are you using for Flow, dude? You don't mind me asking. So still steady pressure here, trying to do this volume is pretty nice. They're trying to make a little move here. Unusual whales, cheddar flow, very nice. Mm. All right, so now we're trying to put in 400 as support, which is would be seen as pretty bullish here, guys. So, oh, everyone hold your breath. LCID, Apple back here at the lows, guys. Is not cooperating with everything else. Yeah, so kind of like our crossover play on the psychological big number here. So Oh, there's a German pancake. It looks good, dude. Apple's gonna rain on our party over here, guys. Dude, it's relative weakness while we're trying to push up. And the VIX is trying to bounce here off this 2280-ish area. It'd suck if we just go sideways on this 400. We got 5 minutes to top the hour. Maybe we'll get a little push here. From money lag. Nice, dude. Nice, Dark Trader. Has anyone taken any trades off this action here? No, sir. I'm the real Darth. He said. I don't even. What's Moneyline? Is it a show? Man, you're just in and out of these trades like nothing, huh? No trades for you yet? Same thing here, dude. So we're just fighting it out here at this 40-15. So Apple is extremely bearish over here. Man. Is it gonna bounce or it broke yesterday's lows too? Oh, we have a ways to go on freaking Apple, bro. If we wind up bouncing, if we bounce off this line right here, the balance line in this area, I should say, the balance line to this PDC, if we bounce up here on low volume, I will get puts if we get a little bit of a low volume push right here. We have a little ways we could go down here on this Apple, so it's 147.13 is the downside. So we hit the top of the hour mark right here. So we're I keep on saying so, sorry guys. The the SPX is right at 4,000, or it's at 4,126. So now we're in this open interest gap right here where, so this 398, but I don't want to chase it right here on this breakout. So I want to get a little bit of a pop up. So probably around this 399.70 would be cool. On a lower volume for us to continue going down. It's a thing that sucked about yesterday was like is I mean we called this move that we're going to come down to 400, right? But we didn't have any pivots or nothing like any really meaningful bounces to be able to get into um, joined the trend yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't happen again here today. The VIX is now back above 23. The Q is trying to press below the PDC of 294, and SPX is 390, 39.98. All right, so let's see if we bear flag here just a little bit, but we're still on here. See if we get this bounce up. Dart trader, the scalper extraordinaire over here, brother. While I'm over here just waiting. See green, you take it. I think we're gonna save our bullets and then come back here in a little bit, guys. What do you think? Now we're rejecting 23 to the upside. So just seems like this is gonna be a mess. Just get chopped up here. Tesla would have been a nice crossover if it could have retested all the way back to PDC, but it didn't. Oh, there we go. That was a nice little wash there. In all honesty, guys, if you the only thing is the time of day. This we said that this was the resistance point right here. This 4015 to 420. This would have been a good little spot to get some puts. I just don't like taking it so early in the morning because that volume could come in and just freaking annihilate you. All right, so we're rotating back down here. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're below 4,000 here on the ES. I feel like I'm getting a little trigger shy, guys. What do you guys think? Like, I don't know. I'm really trying to. My goal has been to be patient and to nail the bigger type trades and stuff. But um, for those of you guys, I know there are more trades than I've taken all week. But yeah, dude, I think so. Me too, dude. Um, I hope you don't mind us razzing you a little bit there, bro. If you're a scalper, bro, scalp to your little heart's happy, bro. Um, so uh, but I feel like maybe I'm because normally I would have, probably taken this trade. It's really hard to say woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know what I mean? It's but it really feels like this would have been something like on that pop up. We knew where that resistance at 4015. Once we seen it reject, then I would have probably taken that. But on the other end, I think the risk to reward ratio, right? So the for this to be asymmetrical, we're at a demand zone. You know what I mean? We're not if we're up at the 416 or whatever, like absolutely let the fucking thing fall. But we know that there's bulls down here that are waiting for the price to just rotate down and to push it back up, right? Now we are heading into where we are a more negative gamma if we stay under the 400, excuse me, 4,000. And like I said, that'll lead us to get us getting to 395, and then maybe 390 by the end of the day. Ooh, ARBE broke below our little line there, guys. It's so hard though. It's so hard though, as far as like on how much are you risking then? Because on the options, you could be down, you know, 15, 30% very, very quickly, like on an option trade. You know what I mean? So, in order for it to offset your risk to reward ratio or whatever, your um, your losses would have to be like around 5% or something like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got a little system going there, brother. Cool. Oh, it's still fucking going, dude. Excuse me for the language, but it's still I can't. Oh man, we are gonna miss this fucking sell, dude. No, I'm sorry. That's Meta just broke into that volume gap too, guys. Please give me a bounce. Please give me a bounce somewhere, dude. So we are in this volume gap right here, like we had said. So the target would be is if we stayed below in this level, the target would be this 3950-ish area. Excuse me. This 398 is the open interest, the big open interest right here for today. Excuse me, 10,000 contracts there, and then 11,000 at 397. So it stays pretty big until 395. Oh, the walk into profit quickly. Man, you could have literally just sat and waited to 398 where we were saying where the support was and caught a little bounce. Now we pretty much put in our range for the day. Now what do we do? Unless the Fed minutes come in extremely one way or the other for us to break out of this range, well, we pretty much put in our range for the day, guys. I'm gonna eat. I hope you guys don't mind. Why do you think we didn't bounce over 400 yesterday, even though there was so much OI? Um, we did a couple times, didn't we? So, well, barely, but we did. And then, yeah, on the daily open interest, those aren't as prevalent as like the bigger like the end of the week and monthly ones and stuff. And if there's an agenda, um, then that's what they're trying to get the ticker to move for, or what have you. So the other part to it is that if you're measuring all the contracts, right? So all contracts, so all expirations and all strikes and stuff. This is a really big gamma level right here at the 400. So what I believe what ended up happening is um, people may have started buying the calls in order for it to get above this, and then they kept it below. So for the intraday type move. So in the bigger term, yes, the 400, the puts were right here and stuff. But in the intraday term, people started buying for the bounce to get over 400, and so then they needed to keep it below there. All right, so now we have this little bear flag. There we go. There we go. Is anyone interested in the bounce right here to get back to 400? I don't know if it'll get to 400 again, guys, to be honest. I'd be more interested in the move. So a bounce up here in this level to get some maybe puts for like Monday with the goal of getting to like 395. But with the catalyst in today, it makes it kind of difficult. What a freaking bounce, bro. Holy crap. All right, so now the ES is back above 4,000. Can you guys hear me blowing? I don't want to be annoying. It depends. So great question there. Okay, man. So today's anticipated range. I didn't do the calculations this morning. I could do it real quick. One second. Mm, So about 1%. So down here in the lower 20 areas, the lower 20s is usually about 1%. If we get more towards like 27, 28, then we're looking at almost 3%, 2 to 3%. That's a lot, dude, because then you're looking at that's like it being I think that's like a $4 move or something like that. So today's range is supposed to be 1.05%. So if we come up over here, we use our handy dandy little tool. So we've only had 0.64% so far. 7, 8 points. There you go. Thank you, bro. Holy shit, what a bounce, bro. Where'd you get into the spike calls, bro? The the 23 EMA? Man, this would have been a nice little move. All right, so the SPX is the only one that hasn't made it over 4,000 again yet, or the 400, 4,000, whatever level. Yes, over 4,000 SPY. Oh no, excuse me, SPY is still at 399. So the SPX is still trying to move up. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's the meeting minutes. It's not an actual announcement. When you're putting the numbers there, do you mean the 48 EMA and the 23 EMA, or and what time frame? That was a sick crossover right here on the PDC. On the 1 minute, dude. Oh my goodness, you are scalping. What's your theory on using those EMAs, so those number EMAs? Man, what a nuts! I asked for a bounce, dude, and my we got answered and still didn't take it. I'm over here eating though, so I know you said you called it. I saw this, seen it standing up, but it just kind of went a little bit too fast. Like I said, I'm just over here eating. Oh, bro, and if we start flipping to 395, I would say here, guys, the market has definitely rotated here. It used to be, if you guys remember, like 2 weeks ago, where every little dip was being bought, and now that's not happening. So please do not try to be like catch any bounces without confirmation here. Make sure you're stopping out. Huh. I drew this little line on Apple a little while ago. I don't know if I showed it to you guys, but just literally maybe 30 minutes ago to show this little gap area being this gap area being filled right here. You guys can see this little area right here, right to the top of this area, and that's exactly where it's bouncing right now. IV high. Um, yeah, it's a little bit higher, but it's also because of the FOMC thing today. I don't know what to do now. Like, I guess we just missed it or wait till this afternoon. Uh, were you able to make any money on that there? Okay, man. Super Saiyan and scared today. Yeah, it sucks. This first action is not really fluid. It's all right to go ahead and sit out though. So until we get some better setups. That's why this was so surprising right here is because it was a pretty nice little, nice like fast move. You know what I mean? Like we haven't been getting fast downside moves like that. We get these kind of grind action. Nvidia Nvidia earnings today. I think they beat, dude. Um, I think they beat, but I think it may be just like everything. All the rest of these tickers is um, what they offer for guidance. We're only an hour and 15 minutes into this open here, guys. It feels like so much longer than this. If you guys are new to the stream here, we're just kind of chilling and waiting for this for us to get a better kind of setup right there. I was eating a little bit ago and I missed this little move. And I know I have a line right here, but not the best area for me to go long off of right here. What do you think? What are you guys thinking here? We break this little downtrend, or we put in another lower high? Excuse me. Do you guys think that we reject right here this area again? Now we have 3 points of confluence. We have the VWAP, the PDC, and our balance line. I don't know if you heard me, brother. What? How do you get these numbers for your EMAs? So they just told you to use it and they didn't tell you why? Damn, what about? I'm genuinely curious because those are very obscure numbers. Oh, bro, if we start squeezing like above the 400 and start going to 40, 50, that would be nuts. That'd be crazy. But so now we're getting over four. We're trying to get to 4,000 here on the SPX. So we're at 39.98. Almost there. But the thing is, dude, is that I'm trying to teach strategies with a why behind it. So, and I'm able to explain why it does work. You're telling me a 200 EMA on the rest of the people that are in the stream, but you can't explain the why behind it. If you have an actual data showing why this works, then by all means call out your trades and put in your EMAs and stuff. But if you don't, I'm gonna have to ask you to not call out the EMAs. You can call out your trades. You can say like I'm in these calls or whatever. But saying you're using these EMAs for your trades, and then for everyone else to be like generate FOMO into everyone else and be like, well, I should use those, but we don't know why. Yeah, that's it's kind of silly, dude. I don't mean to bag on you, brother, but it's really silly like to not know the reason why behind things. And mm, by your me kind of assuming by your theory and by what you're saying, right? So if we got in, if I go back through the notes and the way that you said this here, so you said you got in. Let's see, move average. So there's been three of them so far that you say. So we'll come down here. There's one more. So you said 23. Oh no, there's you just have EMAs all over the damn place. So there's 23. Uh, you said 48, and then you said 113, and then we got um 113, and then 200. So this is what you're pretty much seeing here at this point. So if the price, um, it doesn't quite make sense. So if you're saying that you're getting in on the price of you breaking above this EMA right here, there's no confirmation for it at that point, right? So, and if that is the point, and you're getting in on the cross of this price action right here, which would be 394.20, 394, say 25 or so, where this is. Then on this wick right here, this would have, unless you're risking lower than this, right? This would have stopped you out. But if you're up, especially on a 1 minute time frame, right? So if you're in 398.25, a 1 minute time frame, you're in 398.64. That's uh 25, so 25, 30 some cents, right? You would probably, at least I would move my stop to break even, so this would have got you out. So then you don't wind up taking it down. As far as my risk management rules. Now, as far as the rest of this here, all of these EMAs are not even showing anything. They're not in confluence of being bullish at all. So these are all pointing down, and then barely just within the last couple of candles of this 1 minute did you get these faster ones to go ahead and cross over. So if you want to go over this a little bit, maybe and explain what the thesis is behind it a little bit more clearly, because it just doesn't quite make sense. If the price crosses above the EMA 20, EMA 23. Yeah, so that's what I have here. So that would be this one. Yeah. Who? What workshop or class was it? Can I look it up? Like I said, I'm genuinely curious because if I could learn something from it, then great. Then I want to learn something from it. But especially on a 1 minute time frame, the 1 minute time frame makes sense for the style that you're trading, like the in and out very quickly. 100%. I'm not saying anything with that. That's great. I understand why you're doing that. But on a 1 minute time frame, for you to stay in the trade here from this point and having a target way up here, it doesn't make sense. When you were just taking profits for 15, 30 cents on the same exact ticker half hour earlier. Because like I could actually tell you why it moved off of this level and the reason why it's back up at this level right here with data to support it. So like if you have data to be able to show the win rate and what it actually is and everything. But that's the thing though, is if you're getting in right here, depending on like probably any strike at this point. So it'll say so if they're 390, say you get 399, right? So 399. where you're saying, I think it's about right here, so $1.08, right? Where you're saying you would already be out of the trade. Well, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, if I'm going through and learning all this fucking calculus of where, all this, data from all these things right here, and all I needed was to know that I need to use 113 EMA. I'm gonna go shoot myself and jump out this window right now. But for me to go and learn Python and for me to learn get 10,000 lines of data every day, in order for me to come up with a strategy that does work, and I could actually explain it to you guys for you guys to be able to understand. Um, it, you know, that's but for you to say it's just very, very obscure. Like I hope you understand where I'm coming from. For you to say, I went to a workshop and I did this workshop, and the teacher just said to use this, so I used this, and I trusted him, but I don't have any data, and I don't have the name of it. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna call the bullshit card now at this point. So, there's it doesn't work because part of the purple candles are based on EMA theory, dude. And so even with the purple candles, so for instance, what's the win rate of your strategy right here? See, this is why I'm not popular in the trading community, because if you're full of shit, I'm gonna call you out. It doesn't work though. You got lucky on a bounce on an um oversold play to the downside here in this instance. The reason being is because if you get into like kind of like this, what's going on right here, right? So where this is going sideways, then your strategy, the way that this works, it doesn't work anymore because the EMAs are in such a tight area. So if you're saying that the price action just needs to be above the 20, whatever this is, the 23 EMA, then it doesn't make sense. Now if you're saying like for instance, back in the day, if there was you could use the 8, 13, 21, 34, and 50 EMA. And so the rule was is that you never take a position under the 50 EMA. So it has to be above the 50, and then when the other ones go ahead and cross, you can go ahead and take it. But there's not anything oops, there's not anything that's backing that up. Yeah, so like, and that's what I'm saying is that Uh, so at this point, right? Like, if you could help us be better as a teammate, then by all means, then help us be a teammate. If not, then you're just gloating. You're just over here trying to put your balls on the table and say, "Look at me, I'm making money compared to everyone else." If you don't want to help and explain the theory and why and everything behind it. So, and at that point, then you can't put the EMAs in the chat and be saying to do this, this, and this if you can't even explain what the win rate is. So, what the win rate is, what the expected return is as far as the risk to reward ratio, the theory behind it, and why it works, and and the rules of based around the context of using. And there's none of that, dude. If everyone in my room, I actually advocate for everyone in my room to trade a different type of strategy. So like everyone in my room, and that's one of the different things about our community is that I advocate everyone to trade to their personality. If you're a scalper, great. I've said this multiple times. I'm not going to be able to teach a 70-year-old, 80-year-old man to be a quick scalper in and out. It's just not going to happen. So he's going to be more of a swing trader or positional type trader, right? More than likely, there may be like an outlier type person that's out there. Um, someone that is more skittish and stuff is probably not going to want to stay in trades and overhold for a really long time. They're going to want to scout. So something like what you're explaining that you're doing or whatever, right? So if that's the case, cool. Then that's what you do. But the people that I mentor and I work with one on one, they're able to show as far as like on the data of them on their trader sync or trader view, anything like that, on why it works and what opportunities they're able to go ahead and have. We have none of that right here, brother. It's the same thing if you were to come in here and you ask me, how does the open interest work? And I say, I don't know. Someone just taught me and told me to do it like that. Like, what would you tell me? But if I explain it to you, and if you want to see all the Excel sheets and stuff, I even have the Excel sheets from this morning right here. Look, I mean, I have it here for you if you want to look at it. That's what I exactly. So on the 1 minute is because then if you're actually moving over to like a 3 minute, then you're tripling what the actual EMAs are from that type of standpoint. So basically, this 23 would be 66, right? Which mathematically it doesn't necessarily make sense. I've told you guys why, like on this whole moving average, right? This is a T3 moving average. It's the 8, 13, and 21, and it's smooth all together in an average in a mean, right? And it's based off of Fibonacci numbers. So then, whenever you get a retracement, then you're able to go ahead and get those are like support levels when it retraces. And so it doesn't matter necessarily what time frame you use it on, then because of the time frame, it moves in that ratio. So then it's still going to work within that ratio for bounces and rejections and stuff like that. So again, I'm able to explain the reasoning why. I mean, you act like I'm upset or something. How does it look with pre-market data turned off? Which one? I would be ashamed to use a system and be like, I don't know, dude. Someone just told me to do this. As a matter of fact, I am ashamed that I did that whenever I was a novice trader. When the warrior traders told me, "Oh, buy here on the first 5 minute candle to make a new high." Ooh, there's a good. I just stood up and I walked away for a second, and there's a good rejection there. Yeah, like, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't remember who taught it. Just went to a workshop. So another point to this is that um, the only reason, oh, I just bit my tongue. The only reason pivot points work is because they're self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's not the only reason that there are areas of interest on the chart is because everyone looks at them. And I say everyone very openly, like it's just a big number of traders use them. So if the more eyes are on a level, then the bigger reaction you're going to get at a level, right? So exactly like the PDC, right? So this is, I mean, this is where we're green on the day. This is where we're red on the day. Pretty freaking easy to understand on that part. So for us, and of course, I made this like as far as my theory and back to the the thing. Um, Matt Cowart from what's his name from Matt Cowart from Rocket Scooter is the one that actually came up with the idea. But I coded this for Thinkorswim. Um, so to give him credit for the actual theory and him coming up with it, then I backtested and made it on Thinkorswim. So, um, but the thing is the more eyes on a certain level, the more there's going to be a reaction, right? That's why confluence works. So if we have one thing right here, this line, and then we have the VWAP, and then we have the PDC all in the same area, you're going to get a bigger reaction. If you have like a weekly and daily pivot at the same area, which we may, uh, this R1 and the weekly are kind of close, but you're going to have a bigger reaction at that area. So sometimes the only reason for something is because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of so many people looking at a certain area that there is liquidity that is made and then a reaction of it. And so, and for that instance, like in my chart, I'm full on transparency of that's why the pivots work, right? They're levels of liquidity because that is where a lot of traders monitor those levels. The VWAP is only on my chart for that level. Like I really don't care about the VWAP according to my personal system, my personal way I trade my system. But if I'm able to see kind of, okay, what are other traders looking at and where we're at and stuff, then that kind of changes things and stuff. You know what I mean? I got hiccups. So sometimes the reason for something is just because because everyone's looking at it. It doesn't have to be a big drawn out answer or mathematical in the sense of all this data and everything. It's just like I said. It's National Margarita Day. Ooh, Nvidia's leading to the upside here, and Tesla's trying to push up here a little bit. Oh, here's a good little sidebar topic here to little sidebar topic here. What do you guys think? Your guys' opinion on the whole Mormon Church thing, guys? They're getting charges filed against them for not filing 13Fs. So, do you guys know what a 13F is? See in the chat here. You guys know what a 13F is? A filing of some sort. There you go. I like that answer. It's a good, solid way to say I don't know without saying I don't know. That's fine, dude. So a 13F is you're supposed to file 13F anytime you buy more than 10% stake in a company. So I think it's 10%, 10 or 5%. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. If you know, I'm gonna Google it here real quick. Fact check myself to make sure I'm giving you the right information here. I'm telling you why. Oh, I got it wrong. So this is where I'm gonna humble myself and say I got it wrong. So if you own a fund, so the 13F shows how much is in each quarter. So, or how much like your portfolio is of each instrument, etc. The 10, I think it's the 10F is the 10% thing or whatever. Um, but so what didn't have their like anything public to be able to show like what they actually owned and stuff. But I think it's like coming out here that I think it's coming the so just to show you guys here the 13F thing here real quick. So quarterly report that is required to be filed by all institutional investment managers with at least 100 million in assets under management. Excuse me. It discloses the equity holdings that can provide insight in what the smart money is doing in the market. Excuse me. But then I think a 10. I don't know if it's a 10Q or 10F. No, it's not. There's another one where you. But the Mormon Church wasn't disclosing how much. Oops, Morningstar. Um, so a $32 billion investment fund behind a shell company or what have you. So the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints engaged in a scheme for more than 20 years. The church entity that is controlled has been fined $5 million by the Securities and Exchange Commission over accusations that the religious institution failed to properly disclose the investment holdings. So how does this work, dude? If you're a church and you're making investments, do you not get taxed on that stuff? I don't know. It's really really crazy, especially when um, me and Sam were actually talking about this yesterday. So I was actually baptized Mormon, believe it or not, when I was like 8, guys. Um, and from what I remember, they actually kind of require. I don't know. I say kind of. They actually require you to pay 10% of your wages as tithings to the church to be a part of the church. So it's just wild, man. Like so, in reality, you could go out. It's not morally correct at all. You could go out and file like to get uh, non-taxable EIN number or whatever, um, and say you're a church under the LLC or whatever, or a nonprofit organization, whatever it is. I don't know that part of it, that side of it. And then you just don't pay capital gains or anything. I don't know. That's wild, man. $100 million in excess of the assets under management. Yeah, is that what you mean there, Sam? The thing is though is that so there was one time there was a member that got upset that had a disgruntled member in the New Age Wall Street room And one second, let me fix my hat and my hair real quick. One second. All right, sorry. Um, so um, I forgot what I was talking. So we talked about Netflix this morning. The goal was for it to get back down to probably this level, so the 327 or so. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the SEC. We had a disgruntled member who was upset. We kicked him for um, he was posting paper trades in the chat of like six figures almost every day. And so eventually I had someone just sit there and watch the option chain of the stuff that he was calling out. And you would be able to see if those types of orders and how much size he was doing. You would be able to see them go through on the tape of the option chain. They never printed. Like he would put like timestamps and stuff. There's never a print on the actual like market of those going through. And so we called him out for it, and I was like, dude, you can't be in the room doing that. And so we kicked him, and then he went and he told the SEC guys that I was selling investment advice and like without a license and all that stuff, whatever. So 3 months 3 months later, after that, I got a nice call, and his like I don't remember his name. He was like, "My name is Special Agent something. Like, we want to come by your office." And I was like, "Dope, come by my office." Like, and I was more worried about the AR-15 in the window and all the guns on everyone's desks and everything. No, it was options, so you can't dark pull options. Dark pulls are equities. Um, so um, so they came by and they basically had a big ass file box of everything like it had to do with New Age Wall Street since the inception of it. Like they told me like the exact amount of minutes up to a certain date of how much uh of how much YouTube video I had and YouTube lives and everything. They said it was like 7,000 something, or I don't know. So I don't know. Remember the exact amount, but they're like, we watched every minute of it, this and that, whatever. And they did a background check. They did like all kinds of crazy stuff, and they even had pictures of me coming out of the office, and it's just very unnerving that I was being watched for 3 months without even knowing it. But everything came out clean. The only thing was is that they came up with was that I didn't have disclaimers like on my website and our terms and conditions and stuff like that, and I didn't have disclaimers like on the videos. Um, so I do go back through and I put the disclaimers on. And once you become a member of the room, you have to acknowledge the terms and conditions and stuff before you even get access to the room and stuff. So um, uh, those were I think those were the only things were the disclaimers. Um, and then there was a couple things on the website, the way that things were worded. I had something like a quote, like for myself, on the website where it said, "If you give me 100%, I'll give you 200 right back." And it sounded like they were interpreting it as like, if you give me 100%, then I'll give you 200% profit, and it was like promising a return. So they didn't like the way that that was worded. They asked me to take that down, and I did. I agreed with them. But my whole point to all of that and everything is that the SEC is not just sitting around saying like, you know what, maybe we should just go mess with the Mormon Church. Like, maybe we should just go mess with Cruz over here. Someone has to mark you out most of the time, like for you to get notice of those things, right? So like even with the whole Atlas thing, right? If if no one if there's not necessarily like a victim, right? Or no one would be able to go and tell them like what happened, and there would have been no investigation, and no indictment for like the Atlas guys and stuff. So my point in saying all this and everything is that I wonder what happened within the church that someone went and snitched to the SEC about everything. Someone needs to make a Netflix series out of that. Be some good drama. And it was pretty cool actually too. So it wound up being a blessing that all that happened because then it was the SEC of the state. It wasn't the federal one for New Mexico. And basically, at the time was when we were building our office. We are building the trade factory, and they just asked me like um, what exactly how I was going to be managing the business and stuff, and like what was the business model. And I told them that the basic business model was real estate. We're leasing the desks pretty much, and we're just a community centered around investing and trading and stuff. It's not necessarily me managing funds or um, telling people to buy or sell or anything like that. And so there's other places that are like the trade factory, like in other states, like here in Texas, um, and obviously Puerto Rico and other states where it makes more sense from like a tax standpoint. But in New Mexico, there wasn't one, so they were gonna. So they asked, and I asked them to give me guidance for it and to make sure everything was on the up and up. And we had a pretty nice line of communication to make sure I was doing everything correctly, and all the wording and all my documents and everything was correct. And they basically used my model for um, kind of like like, I don't want to say standard, but kind of model for like if anyone was to open the same kind of business in the future, because no one had an office like that before there in New Mexico. So it was pretty cool because, like I said, it ended up being that there was a relationship that was formed out of it, and then I could, give them a call, shoot a text, and make sure that everything was good before I put it in place and stuff. So whenever you can, man, it's really nice for you to have those important people on your team. Yeah, dude, I don't like being BS, bro. Like, I try my best to give you guys all the facts and everything. So if you start showing me profits where you're making 600% on a day, like you know what I mean, or six figures on a day every day, bravo! Like I will, you know, shake your hand and tell you you're a way better trader than I am. If everything is true, right? But I think that's a culture of accountability is definitely very well a very good thing, I think, and that's what I try to breed. Like, I don't know, you guys probably don't know who Tim Parker is because he's not active in social media as much anymore. But he's getting ready to open up a hedge fund. I think they're trying to do like 100 million. It's either 50 million or 100 million assets under management at the time that they started, and they're starting in 2024, I believe. I forget the name of what they're going to call it, but um, yeah, he's one of the smartest guys that I know, and I openly admit he's a way better trader than Smash the Bid. I may be able to hold my own, but he's a way better trader probably than I am. Who else? I don't know other people like that personally to be able to see what their thing is. one day at six figures. I don't ask for much. Yeah, man, you imagine? And it's crazy, dude. Like for him, like I don't know. I wish you guys could accompany, be a fly on the wall in some of those conversations, like with like Tim and all those guys. All right, we're at 10:41 here. I'll stay here till 11, guys, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll be back at 1. The fix is headed down here just a little bit, guys. Have you guys heard of the trader they call 50 Cent? No, 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 not the rapper 50 Cent. So it's a cool story, bro. So last week, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, that you can actually trade the VIX. So you could actually buy volatility or sell volatility, which is kind of crazy. So you could bet that the market's going to be more volatile or not volatile, whatever it is, right? So basically, same kind of option type of deal, like normal, whatever it is, right? There's an expiration date, whatever. So this dude, the 50 cent dude, right? I think it was in May, the May 17th, right here. He basically came out to the 50 strike of the VIX, and he bought. And what he does is he tries to buy as close to 50 cents as possible um, on the VIX. So, or the premium, the actual premium. So you can see right here that this is all him right here. You see this quarter million, almost a quarter million contracts. That's all him pretty much right here sitting in May, waiting for the market to blow up. And so the crazy thing is like if you come and you look at there's stories on this, so you could come and just Google it and read up on it a little bit. But so mysterious trader nicknamed 50 Cent made 200 million last week as the market blew up. So he bought those VIX calls when the market and the VIX was over here like at $18 or something like that. So way down here, and now we're at 22. We got to 23. So I don't know how much how many of them he bought. I think it may say in here somewhere. So he's up nearly 200 million ever since purchase of January last year. Oh, this is 2018. So he did it last time, 2018. So 6 days ago. Here we go. So some about 100,000 call options for 50 cents each, betting the VIX will pump to 50 in May, and another 50,000 contracts were bought for 51 cents shortly after the first trade. So 150,000, and basically so another 50,000 at 51 cents. So 50 cent is back, not the rapper. Um, but the VIX went up. It's up this whatever 10%. So this isn't so he made 200 million back in 2018, but right now if we do the math of whatever it is, right? So let's see, just for fun, since we're not doing anything right here. So if we take 50,000 or 50, uh, actually 0.50 cents, right? Actually, it'll be one cent, or yeah, 10 cents, because it's up to 61 right now, times 150,000 is well, I did something wrong right there. So 150,000 uh, times 0.1, 50,000 times 100. So he's up 1.5 million right now. Just as of right now. So at this very moment is what he's up right now, or buying those for 50 cents. And so the notional amount that he actually bought those for, so 50. So if he bought them for 50 cents, right? It's 0.5 times 100 times 0.5 times 100 times 150,000. Spent 7.5 million. So he's up. What is it? Uh, so then we'll clear this. So 1.5 million. Um, divided by 7 million. So 20% he's up right now. So I actually looked at that where I was looking at the VIX earlier. I'm like, man, that'd be kind of. I mean, they're cheap enough, right? You look at these, and if the VIX does make a really nice big jump, it'd be cool to get that. And it's a lot cheaper than buying even spy calls, right? So you still take big chances? No, so I haven't with this recent volatility. I I was looking at the swing trade for us to get down to 400 like last week or so, dude. Last week or the week before, and I didn't take it because of the CPI, I believe. And then the 400, I knew. So I wanted to get down to like 385. Is what my target was, and I knew that all this delta was right here from the February expiration. Was right here at the 400, so we would probably wouldn't break it, and I didn't want to get the theta on it, so I just let it be. But I mean, it was my price that I wanted to get in at was at 408, and I mean, if we got 408 to here off that size that I was trying to put on, it would have been a decent trade, dude. It would have been like, uh, so I was gonna do SPY. I think it's gonna be like 8,000 or something like that. So if we could get another good push up above 400, like if we could get to 4050 again around 403 to 405, I will try to load the boat again here for more downside. As long as we look um, a little bit more weaker once we get back up here to this level, that would be a really nice gift there, and I would try to join Mr. 50 Cent over here. So the SPX is actually rejecting 4,000 to the upside here, guys. Tesla's actually making a pretty nice move upside here, guys. All right, guys. 11 o'clock here in the great state of Texas. Gonna run to the gym. Plus, that I work out as quick as I could, and then come back. I will be back. I will go live again. I'm not gonna leave the live on here, so make sure you have the notifications turned on if you want to come and trade with us through the FOMC minutes. So, like I said, make sure you turn on the notifications for your YouTube for when I go live on here for me to be back on. And we'll see you here in a little bit. We're in a really nice little tight compression. We're starting to get these higher lows, so it'd be nice to get a breakout right there. But again, pretty much pinned to this 4,000 on the SPX, and the VIX is slowly melting. But this time of day, I don't want to take anything. I'll wait. So don't skip legs. All right, cool. See you guys.